there for an RDA meeting. So let's go to item 6. This is a proposal for improving Lund Lane in conjunction with developer of Farmington subdivision. It looks like Steve and Randy are going to talk about this.
Well, yeah, you add to, if you'd like to, Randy. We attached to the packet just today this email from Kevin along with this aerial photo. And the proposal is that as the developer on the Farmington side of Lund Lane reconstructs the road, that we construct 9.5 feet on our side of that center line, and that is going to be a rebuild, including subbase, base, and asphalt. And that would occur from here to
down there, right
here.
there, yeah.
And then from here to the intersection would be a full width replacement of the asphalt.
Correct.
There's existing curb and gutter there.
Yes.
From here this way is suitable. The asphalt that's there is suitable to continue for now. So the cost to Centerville is estimated to be $55,479. So we're saying let's plan on about $60,000 for this piece of work. If you took a look at the capital improvement program later on the agenda under city manager's report, you'll see that this is not in that list. And so, but we do have a sufficient funding in the transportation fund to fund that list. But if it comes in, if the prices, the projects we have not yet opened bids on don't come in underneath those estimates, we will need to strike one of the overlays from that list in order to do this project. And we would recommend that that's what be done if we need to make it fit the funding. Because we think this is an opportunity we should take advantage of and get this Lund Lane fixed.
Why only 9.5 feet?
Because we want the future developers on the Centerville side to be responsible for the rest of the width of the road and the sidewalk and curb and gutter on our side. Plus, 9.5 is actually a little wider than the existing asphalt and allows for a travel lane in both directions safely.
It'll be a normal city street width. Eventually it'll become wider. Also, the ditch on the south side has to have a pipe put in before we can put the rest of the improvements in, and that'll be done at such time as the south side is developed, and we'd like the developer to bear that burden. So,
right. Any questions? Other questions? So, if you're okay with that, could we have a motion, Mayor, that we proceed to participate in this project with Farmington City and their developer regarding the...
Can I make one comment?
One thing.
The bids, Kevin really feels good about the bids. You know, we didn't bid it out. Farmington feels good about the bids. We've used the contractor. His unit prices are good unit prices, so we feel like it's reasonable rather than going out and bidding and have somebody else come out and do the work. So,
Which would make major problems with Farmington.
Pardon?
Which would cause problems because of Farmington doing the other side.
Yeah, Farmington is actually paying for some of the pavement as well. They have an impact fee that they charge, and they're paying for the center section of the road on their side. So they're paying a portion as well. Go ahead, Lisa.
And Farmington would like to formalize this, so they will be preparing an agreement that we'll bring back to you to formalize that. Now,
the developer was going to get started within a week or two, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, a couple weeks. Yep.
Well, so do we want the authority to, for the mayor to execute such an agreement before?
No, we'll need to bring you, it'll be a written contract, so you need to see it, but they are willing to move forward at their own risk.
Oh.
Centerville's probably pretty good with their word.
So you're advising, they've described it for us, and you're advising to wait for an agreement, that no motion or proposal right now?
Well, I guess if Steve's asking you to authorize the amount, but I guess you could do that in case they decide they don't need an agreement, but, you know.
Are you comfortable authorizing execution of an agreement that would occur between now and next meeting, based on this estimate, or if they're going to proceed before then?
Well, we talked about that, and I think we were all fine with the date, knowing, because Farmington needs to approve the agreement as well, and I
Okay.
can't remember if we were shooting for the 14th, the 2nd, or even the.
Yeah, the
second
contractor,
meeting in April.
the contractor does a lot of work with us, and they're good to deal with, and they know they're gonna get paid. We wouldn't pay them anyway till the work's completed, so we've got time. It'll probably take them a month and a half to get the work all complete. They gotta put in the road, the curb and gutter, and then the sidewalk on the north side, and then they'll pave. So it's gonna be a while, so by the time the agreement gets done.
Well, I'm assuming our agreement is with Farmington, so.
Right, that's correct.
But what they need to do is, they're gonna start work, but they're not gonna actually pave our side, so, there is time to.
Yeah,
But some of the work, a lot of the work is the subgrade and the base on
Well,
our
the one
side.
thing we did want to notify the council of, that we talked in our meeting, is that the contractor would like to close the
Close the road
road
during
during
that time.
construction. So we went out and looked at it, and there's only one driveway really
On-
impacted, and they'll provide a way for that homeowner to get in and out, but they'll have to go east to get out.
Woods Park will have to go out west, but they have access to a street, and the one off Main Street they'll let them in and out, so it'll get done faster if they close it.
So are
rather-
you saying, Randy, that you don't think that we even need a motion of support for this tonight, or?
It's up to you guys. I think they can wait until the agreement's done,
Okay.
really. I don't think it's necessary.
I just want to make sure that you don't commit ourselves to potentially $60,000 without the council making some motion. Isn't that a concern?
Yeah, I would be more comfortable with the
Could I make a
council.
motion that we approve the tentative arrangement with Farmington up to the amount of $60,000 for the rebuild of Lund Lane, as has been discussed?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And then you'll come back with this, with the written agreement, Lisa? Okay. I think the next item might take a little bit, so I would entertain if any council member
Make a
would.
motion to adjourn to an RDA meeting with the intent to return to city council.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Are we going down there, I take it?
Well, that was the plan, but maybe it would be simpler to stay where we
Probably
are.
simpler to stay.
Stay where we are, yeah.
So you
do
can
that.
move up to
Are
the
we-
front row.
Are we still broadcasting it as part of our
We need
city
to do a
council
separate
meeting, or are we?
recording. Yeah, because it's.
So I'll wait for a second, Jake.
So YouTube this, we just record it.